Welcome, everyone, to the home of the Auburn Tigers, Jordan-Hare Stadium. As we'll see a squad from the SEC, the Kentucky Wildcats, taking on the 8th-ranked team in the land, the Auburn Tigers. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth, as always, by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's tee this one up. Kentucky about to kick off to get things underway. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop. Turn at the 22. So Auburn's offense will have the football first. Every team has impact players. What traits are you looking for when it comes to players who can make an impact, David?
Well, obviously, you want the main things, right? Speed, physicality, all power, all those things are really, really good. But you also need guys that will hold people accountable, guys that will lead. And it's nice to have those guys on your team. They're the leaders of the team, and they're the best players.
And part of the reason why they're leaders is because these guys galvanize their teammates, right? We've seen time and time again, these dudes make plays, and it just sparks the sideline. It sparks the coaching staff. It sparks the fans. They're special players, and they all have to play well together.
They'll leave it with him. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
Love the job by the defense here with their eye discipline. That's an RPO. It can be tricky to locate the football, but they found the running back quickly. Those linebackers and DBs really came screaming down to the line of scrimmage to make that stop.
Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a 4th down.
The hardest thing to do in football is to play on the road. So you want to get those fans as quiet as possible. That is a great opening possession for this defense. Not giving up any big plays and forcing the 4th down.
Converts on 4th down. Still going. Nice pickup there. Gets him the 1st down and sets him up at the 45-yard line. The Tigers are moving quickly down the field. To the air. It's Knight. Bringing the heat. Had to get rid of it quickly. Just couldn't find an open man. He'll get rid of it, and it'll be 2nd down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Wants to fire on 2nd down. He'll pull it down. Breaks into the open. And you can see the offense just feeling itself. They've got it down to the 21. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. And the Tigers have it with a 1st and 10. Trying to escape and get it himself. Really good running, gets it into the red zone, and they'll have it at the 16. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Auburn doing business in the red zone. The give from the gun. An explosive play in the running game as he's got the 1st down. The Tigers had tough field position to start this drive, but they've been relentless in moving the ball methodically down the field. Wide receiver's going to get a shot at it on 1st and goal. Makes a stop in the backfield. He'll lose 4. Defense rolls up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. Quarterback on the keeper. And he'll finish the run in the end zone. Touchdown, Auburn!
And that's why this offense is so hard to stop, guys. This quarterback can hurt you throwing it and running it. With his speed, he can make people look silly. And you saw it right there on the opening drive of the game. What a beautiful touchdown there.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The Wildcats offense will take the field for the 1st time. And, David, their quarterback hasn't always blown you away statistically, but he is a guy that the coaches trust.
Yeah, and he'll show you some flashes of why you should trust him, Reese. But here's the thing. This is not a guy that you're saying, go win me the football game. That's not where he's at right now in his career. Jesse, he's a guy that needs the others. They got to help him out. They got to play on schedule, not make those mistakes, and guys really play well around him.
Yeah, David, the one thing quarterbacks don't want to be referred to as is a game manager, but that's really more what this guy is. You're right. They have to be able to run the football. They can't turn it over. They got to play great defense. If they do that in this game, he's good enough to get this win.
Quickly out to the tight end. He gets across the 25, steered out of bounds at the 26.
Your opponent scored on their opening drive, so obviously no need to panic. But I know, having been in this situation as a quarterback, you want to answer right away. So really good to see him making some nice throws here on their opening drive. He's going to try and see if he can get this thing tied up.
He lost it high and deep down the left side. And they weren't able to make the connection. They were looking for an explosive play. Kentucky sends out the punting unit. The punter going to get his first work of the afternoon. First one of the day is off. He was called on 3 times in that victory last week. He gets it up to the 34-yard line before he stopped, and that's where the offense will set up shop. Here comes the option. Quick toss. And that defense is there to guide him out of bounds after a short gain.
And the defense doing a great job committing to the run. When you commit to the run like this, obviously you can give up some plays in the passing game, but you got to stop the run first.
Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough, but how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
He's going to be out of bounds, but not before he gets it to midfield.
Well, that's kind of the advantage of third and medium, right? Is the defense, you keep them guessing. You can throw it, you can run it. That time they hand it off and they pick it up.
Yeah, you can see the D drop back a little bit. It creates a little bit of space. The running back blasts through, gets the first down.
And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. Under fire. Trying to make magic with his feet. They finally make the stop, and he shows why he is dangerous on the run, too, and he's got a first down. Auburn going to work with another first down. Out of the gun, the inside handoff, looking for a crease. And how about the efficiency on that one? It'll bring up 2nd and 4.
And after a successful run like that on first down, if you're the offensive coordinator here, maybe you're thinking about being aggressive and potentially taking a shot, because even if it's incomplete now on 2nd, you only have a short amount of yards to go here on 3rd.
All down, but they'll move the sticks as he picks up the first down. The Tigers kept this drive moving on the ground, now back to work. Back to throw, it's Knight. With the catch, it's Brown. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few.
This quarterback right now is in a groove, and he's doing a nice job in pre-snap. He's reading the coverage, and he's getting an idea of where he wants to go with the football. That's why the ball's coming out of his hands so quickly, and that's why he seems like he's in a great rhythm right now.
Off play action. Fires to the end zone. Touchdown, Auburn. Snagged in the end zone to give them 6.
One of the areas they really focused on with this receiver in the offseason was, we need you to make more plays for us in the end zone. When we're taking shots, we need you to be able to step up and make tough catches. David, what a grab right there.
And I think a lot of that has to do with trusting your guy, knowing where he's going to be, knowing when he's going to sit down, when he's not. So being on the same page, and then having a guy that can go get it. Just when the ball is near him, he's going to make the play, just like he did right there for 6 points.
Now to see if they can answer this early blitz here in the 2nd quarter. The kickoff team is on the field, and we're ready to get this one underway. And with that kickoff going out of bounds, they will get great field position to start. Ball is coming out to the 40 after that penalty on the kickoff. So after the break, they'll go back to work. They go to the ground. There he goes.
And that would be the definition of first down success. Putting yourself in a good position. It's 2nd and inches. I can do whatever I want next. I can take a shot down the field. I can run the football and get a new set of downs. Like, nice first down execution.
Caught in the backfield. It's Washington. At the 35, he's got room. Touchdown, Wildcats. And once he got away from the D, they had no shot at catching him. Did not take long to get into the end zone. Now let's see if this gets this offense to hit overdrive.
And we may have a situation here. You might have points, and more points. You keep putting drives together like that quickly, chewing up that much yardage. Defenses are going to have to get something figured out. On
the move from inside his 5. And he's able to pick his way through the traffic nicely for a good return on that one before he's brought down. One back in the backfield, and they'll give it to him. Not much he could do there. Does pick up 2 to the 34. Got 3 on first down at 2nd and 7. To the air, it's Knight. Quick screen to the speedster out wide. And he's to the 48-yard line. That'll be good enough for a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Looking downfield on first down. Fires to the wideout. He's got it. Crosses the 35. Out of bounds there. Nice pickup on the play. Spotted at the 32.
I don't know if this defense knows what just hit them because they gave up the completion, they gave up a first down, and now here's the offense back up at the line of scrimmage again, going tempo.
They'll rip off 8 on that play. It's 2nd and 2. Auburn lines up quickly.
And the offense has a little bit of success, and what do? They push that turbo button right back on the line, ready to run another play.
Takes a hit as he fires. And it'll be incomplete. This defense is physical in pass deep.
Nice job by the quarterback trying to buy time and scrambling to the right, but it was the hit that forced that incompletion.
And the Tigers are at the line trying to move the sticks on 3rd and short. It'll be a run on 3rd and short. They'll make the stop about a yard short of the first down. This is a makeable field goal distance, but this offense is thinking touchdowns. They'll go for it on 4th. They'll run for it. Turning it on. That will be enough to move the chains and give them a first down in the red zone at the 14. The Tigers come to the line with a fresh set of downs. From the gun, the running back has it. He'll be hauled down just inside the 10 at the 9 as they're trying to turn this into a score. Going to work in the red zone, they can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. He makes a grab. They go up top to get it down to the 5-yard line as they try to pay off this drive. Gives it on the option. Touchdown, Tigers. Great job by the back on the option.
I love running backs that have a nose for the goal line. Understand how to get there, finish strong into the end zone. Know I get 6. I'm going to go celebrate with your boys.
And the extra point pushes the lead to 14. They're set to kick it off, and this crowd now ready to get behind them. Coming out with it, it's Patterson. He's brought down at the 16. Would have been much better off to take the touchback. No reason to be in a big rush. They have some time here late in the half. On the move. Able to pick up a couple before he's dragged down at the 19.
It's definitely too early to panic, but there's some bad feelings going on for this offense right now. You're way down on the scoreboard. I know we're still in the first half, but after that last play, it's pretty obvious. You can't run the ball. You're becoming a one-dimensional offense.
And they get to the quarterback and knock him down back into 16. The Tigers bringing the heat the way Andre Bruce did back in the day.
And they just find those big, nasty, strong, physical guys that can eat up the line of scrimmage and get after quarterbacks. It's one of the staples of these Auburn teams all throughout the years.
Kentucky will be forced to punt. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. He was working his way toward midfield, but they'll stop him at the 46-yard line. Let's see if they can get something going here late in the half. Scanning the field, it's Knight. Now he's going to break the pocket. He's going to take off. Good little pickup there as he saw some daylight and got what he could. The Tigers in a good spot here with 2nd and short. They think they can create space here with the run to the right. And he's almost to that first down marker there, saying he's a little bit short. They might want to bring out the sticks and measure, but it looks as if he'll be just short of the first down. And he just needed a few inches, and he didn't get it. The defense denies this offense. Auburn trying to convert on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Converts on 4th down, and he's still going. Turns out to be an easy conversion for this offense as they move the chains on 4th down. Looking to throw on 1st down. Lets it fly. Intercepted. Big play stops the drive. Stopped at the 46-yard line and just making a play and turning in the interception. First snap of this drive will come from the 46. Wants to throw on 1st down off the play fake. Grabbed behind the line. It's Wilcox. Looking for more room. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there and still a little ground cover to pick up the first. Back to throw, time running short in the half. Grabbed over the middle. It's Gilmore. He's down to the 38-yard line, and they can stop the clock. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before. And he's all bottled up, and now it's worse. The ball's loose.
Woo. Deep breath, right? Man, you fumble that thing, you cough it up, you're like, oh, I really appreciate you, brother. I can't tell you how much I thank you because the coaches would have been all over me, but big-time break for the offense.
Wants to throw. It's Boley. Pressure coming. Just had to get rid of that one. Good job to avoid the loss.
And how nice is it to have the home crowd going absolutely bananas? Communication is harder, but the snapping the football, everybody being on time, man, this crowd really affecting the football game.
Oh, he's got some space. Touchdown, Kentucky. Nice catch and good work afterwards to get it into the end zone.
That's exactly what this offense needed to do. You talk about answering at the right time, right before the half, close this gap, create some momentum, go into the half, put something together, try to come out with your hair on fire and win this second half.
Here he comes from inside his own 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. And Auburn is ready to go back to work on offense. Now you find out just how much of a gunslinger you are. Will you roll the dice here late in the half, Dave?
And you know the defense is going to be really, really conservative, so I think it's an opportunity to be able to take a shot, see how much of a chunk you can get before then you decide really, Jesse, how you want to finish the half.
Just can't turn it over and throw a pick if you're the quarterback here. You've got to be so smart if you're going to be aggressive with your decision-making.
And, man, does he keep you honest. Just a guy that can run the football, that can make plays with his legs. You've seen it throughout the day. Listen, this wasn't a big play, but it can be death by 1,000 cuts. He just continues to scramble, make plays, make you defend his feet for a whole game.
Well, the linebacker's playing zone coverage, and he's just watching the QB's eyes to see where he's going to go with the football, and the eyes take him to the ball. He's able to swat it away. Great play on defense.
Quarterback strolling away from heat. Cannot get away. It is a huge sack, and I can't imagine what he was thinking on that play. Auburn sends out the punting unit. 3 and out, they got stuck in reverse. They hope the punt can bail them out. Just enough time for one final play in this half. Dropping back, it's Boley. He hurls one deep down the left side. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin in our halftime update.
Thanks, guys. A first half that saw a little bit of everything there on the Plains.
Just about set to get this second half underway. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Kentucky has it back, and the Big Blue offense takes the field. Tight game as we start the third quarter, and we'll see what type of adjustments they made at halftime.
And getting the ball first here, I think, is such a big deal. Like, I get the first chance to make a statement, to make the adjustments, to create some momentum for my squad right here in the third quarter.
Yeah, I think it's so important for this offense to set the tone here early in the second half, to get a nice drive going, build that confidence, and get your defense ready to come on out, get a stop, and change the complexity of this game.
And yeah, that's kind of surprising. We talked about this before the game. One of the big matchups. Run the football against a defense that's been susceptible against the run throughout the season. But this offense just can't find a way to get it going. And I'm surprised, but now what's your counterpunch? How are you going to get the...
We've got a timeout here as this coach is challenging the call. He wants to give the replay booth the chance to have another look. The coach still thinks he was right. The officials say he was not. The challenge is denied, and the timeout is gone. And the Wildcats getting set on 1st and 10. Grab behind the line. It's Gilmore. And he jukes the first guy, made him miss, and picked up a few before being brought down. And the Wildcats can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. The play action fake. Not able to hook up there, incomplete.
I don't know if the quarterback read the coverage properly on that one, but obviously the result is an incompletion.
This Auburn crowd trying to conjure up a little magic here on third down. Not able to hook up there, incomplete. Kentucky sent out the punting unit.
Defense did a great job. 3rd and short on the opponent's side of the field. They're expecting quick throw. Everybody, they dug their heel in the ground. They're able to break on the ball, force the incompletion.
Cover guys do their job, and they get him stopped at the 22-yard line. Now here comes that Auburn offense onto the field again. They really didn't move the ball at all the last time they had it, and hoping for better fortune this time around. Caught in the backfield, it's Robinson. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
Really good defense. You know, you're trying to stay as close as you can to all these targets, and most importantly, those open field tackles and getting them on the ground as soon as they catch it. That's a major deal for defenses, and that was a good example there of it.
And the Tigers moving quickly to the line.
All right, defense, you got to turn the page. You just gave up an explosive play through the air, but here comes the...
Gonna take a shot. And it was worth the gamble, but the long pass is incomplete.
Well, I like the aggressive nature by the quarterback there. He's trying to take a shot down the field. Just a better play by the defense forcing the incompletion.
Out of the gun, the inside give. They'll pick up 5. It'll be 3rd and 5.
And I think this has probably been the most surprising thing of this game so far. This guy's one of the best running backs in the entire country. They just can't get him going. He's never been able to get into a rhythm. You got to give the defense so much credit because they have been able to shut this guy down, and they got to keep that up here in the second half.
Got his man out of the backfield. He couldn't find anywhere to go, and now it's 4th down.
You got to love that. On defense, one of the most critical statistics out there is how do you play on 3rd down? How do you prevent the opponent from keeping drives alive? Right there, tackling the catch. You gave up the completion. Whoop-de-doo. You've set up 4th and long. You're going to get the ball back. Go get some water and celebrate.
Fires to the big fella. And they finally make the tackle, but this will be a pretty easy conversion for this offense. This Auburn offense doing work. They're set up with another 1st down. He'll do it himself. We'll give him a couple on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up.
Yeah, and it's a nice job by this defense understanding, listen, that QB is a threat, and they're going to run all kinds of options, and he's going to run the football. They were dialed in and got that sucker to the ground.
Back open in the middle. And the defense had that one well covered, just a short game there. The Tigers come to the line on 3rd and short, looking to keep the drive moving. Rides to back and leaves it. Breaks into the open. And there they go again. Another huge gain on the ground. They ripped off a huge chunk, and now a little chunk is needed to pay it off. A 1st down run in the red zone. Didn't get much done on that run. He'll fight his way out and maybe pick up a yard. They keep pushing forward, now back to work on 2nd and goal from the 6. Here comes the heat. Touchdown Tigers! Quick strike through the air for a score.
And that kind of toughness is something you can't coach in quarterbacks. You either have it or you don't. Being able to deliver strikes like that for touchdowns when you know you are going to get absolutely popped, man, it is hard to find QBs like that. This offense has one.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Looking to throw, it's Bowling. Just a short pass to the tight end. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain. Oh, they dial up on 2nd and a long way to go. He'll keep it himself. This freshman makes the stop after a short gain.
Well, the QB decided to keep it on that one. And listen, if you had his athleticism, you'd want to keep it too. Almost every time they run these types of option plays. But he's just going to have to do a good job of understanding when to hand it off, when to pitch it.
And the pressure gets there. And down he goes at the 18. How frustrating for an offense to not only see the extra defensive back with the dime package, but still have their quarterback get hit.
Yeah, and when you go down, this is a passing situation. And if you're a defensive lineman, I'm pinning my ears back. I'm not playing the slightest bit of run. I don't care if they run the football. I'm getting to the quarterback. Nice job understanding that, rushing the quarterback, getting him on the ground.
Couldn't ask for better starting field position for this offense. They'll give it to the back. Not much working there. It'll be 2nd and 9.
The big fella in the middle, man. Those defensive tackles, they go such a long way in deciding and really stopping the other team's run game. Just forcing contact with those guards and those centers, owning the line of scrimmage.
Just too much of a rush, and down goes the quarterback just behind the midfield stripe at the 49.
That's his 2nd sack of the ball game. That dude is getting after the quarterback offensively. What's my adjustment? First of all, I'm going to roll out away from him. I'm going to double team him, let somebody...
He tries to take the top off. And that one's incomplete as they tried to hit him with a big play on the final snap of the 3rd quarter. 4th quarter is coming up. That's the end of the period, and Auburn has the lead. And as we switch ends of the field, let's take a quick look at the national rankings. One more period to go, and we'll see just how much fight they've got left in them. Auburn's going to have to send out the punt team. Doesn't say much for your drive when you're looking forward to the punt. He'll field the punt and try to make something happen. Was looking for more running room, but found nothing but more tacklers. He's down at the 24. Kentucky sends the offense back out onto the field. They didn't get much done the last time they had it. Had to punt it away from deep in their own territory, hoping this drive will be more productive. That's caught. It's Washington. Makes the grab almost to the 1st down marker, but a good pickup on that one. The Wildcats can really attack on this 2nd and short. He's got it on the right. He'll move it up to the 37-yard line, and it'll be a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. The give to the lone running back. And just wedges it ahead a bit before he's brought down. After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. Looking downfield, it's Bowling. Throwing right. And it goes through his hands. Oh, he had an explosive play right there for the taking, but couldn't reel it in. Oh, this crowd wants it. They want to roll Toomer's corner, but right now they want to stop him. Fires one high and deep. Hits him in stride at the 10. He's there to make the stop, but not before he sets up this offense 1st and goal from the 7. Motion from the wide receiver. Quick touch pass to the receiver. Showed off just about every move in the book, except the forward move. Stopped for a short gain.
Well, the offense just trying to go with a little touch pass this time. Down close to the goal line, giving it to the receiver and hoping his speed is going to be able to outflank the defense, but nowhere to run. Nice stop on the defensive side of the ball.
Grabbed in the backfield. It's Washington. He's down at the 1, and they almost had the touchdown pass on that one.
Man, what a really nice job by being disciplined by this defense. Like, understanding I'm trying to rush the passer, probably a passing situation type of a deal, but doing it with some discipline. They try to sneak the screen in. They were ready for it. Nice job by this defense.
And they'll come to the line trying to take a slice out of this lead on 3rd and goal. He did not make it a stone wall on 3rd down.
And I think it's go time now at this point of the game if you're on offense because you need a touchdown. You have this golden opportunity down close to the goal line. Who is a playmaker you could...
Touchdown, Kentucky! And here they come almost all the way back.
I think most coaches on 4th and goal from the 1-yard line nowadays, they're going for it. And I like this offense because if I can't get 1 yard, I don't deserve to win. They're physical, lower their pads, and they get the big 4th down conversion.
He'll start the return inside his 5. Just never had a chance to shake loose, and he'll be brought down at the 24. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. So here comes the Auburn offense. And they've got a little bit of a cushion here, David. If they can add to it on this drive, it would be nice.
And it definitely makes a little bit of a difference. Knowing I'm up by more than a field goal, obviously, Jesse, my mindset switches, and I know I can't make mistakes.
Yeah, and David, I don't think they have to reinvent the wheel on offense here. What they've been calling has been working. Just get back to doing what you're good at.
The short hands, it's Howard. And he's brought down after a nice game.
I love an offense that wants to stay aggressive. Even when you've got the lead late in a game like this, right, you still try to find your playmakers and get them the ball in space, and that is exactly what this offense is doing.
Finding open areas. There he goes. They are on the move down to the 32, and they pick up another first down.
Well, the defense didn't blitz. They didn't have everybody in gaps, and the offensive line took advantage at the point of attack, getting some push, opening up a hole, and the offense ripping off a nice run there.
The give, and tick, 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 tick. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. Lost 1 on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. Looking for a man. It's Knight. Quickly complete. It's a running. And he'll take it in and house it. Touchdown, Tiger. They put another score on the board as they try to push this winning streak to 3.
And that is a drive and a score they absolutely had to have. Now making it a 2-possession game late in this one. It wasn't going to be enough to just play it safe, play it conservative, punt the ball away, and count on your defense. They were aggressive. They mixed it up, but getting that score, that is huge for their win probability now.
Kentucky has it back, and the big blue offense takes the field. They'll run it from the gun. Works ahead for a couple. They'll stop him at the 27. Kentucky going quickly.
Defense came into this one knowing they were going to see some tempo. They've got to get the call from the sidelines, get it communicated, get lined up.
Oh, they're after him. And the Heat will get home, and the quarterback goes down at the 17. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. Pulls it in. It's Gilmore. They'll make the stop about 3 yards short of the first down. Down by multiple possessions, you can't come up empty on this drive. They'll go for it on 4th down. Unloads to the wideout. Makes the grab, plenty for the first down. Huge play there into plus territory, and they'll mark him out of bounds at the 46. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Jukes his way for more. And he runs through one tackle and picks up a few. The Wildcats with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. They'll try the run. Shows him the stiff arm. He stopped at the 32-yard line. Pick up a 5 on the play, and it'll be a first down. To the air, it's Boley. Pocket breaking down. Nowhere to go, and the ball is loose. Defense covering it up and not letting the offense get it back. It's a turnover.
Great job by the defense ending this ball game. Don't give them any life. Great job forcing the fumble. You already got the lead. You take the ball back with a little bit of time. Nail meet coffin.
Starts a drive trying to go up top. Fires toward the end zone. And they won't be able to connect downfield, looking for a big-time play.
Oftentimes as a quarterback, when you have success early, you earn the right to take more shots. And I think that's what you're seeing now in this game. We're here late. They're still throwing it deep because this quarterback's thrown 3 touchdown passes. He's proven to his coach that he can get it done and he can make the right decisions and not put his offense in harm's way. And that's why you're still seeing them throw it vertically downfield.
A solid gain on that one, and it goes for naught as the penalty will back them up. Offense gets set for second down. Looking to fire. Pulls it in. It's Brown. And defense got gashed, but they finally get him to the turf at the 47. Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense. Looking to throw on first down. Under fire. Hit hard just as he released it on first down and just couldn't get it to the receiver. Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. Just keeps slinging it. Throws to the wideout. Got his man downfield. He's got enough for the first down, and that ought to be enough to put them in victory formation for the rest of this one.
Quarterbacks get all the credit, rightfully so. They're the guys taking the snap every play. But my goodness, that dude could have run a 40-yard dash back there in the pocket before he had to throw a strike for a completion.
Motion from the wideout. Back to pass, it's Knight. Rushes on him. That, friends, is a busted play. Incomplete.
And there's an example of what happens when the quarterback doesn't have a chance to set his feet. The pressure just forced him to have to work off schedule a little bit. And I think because of that, wasn't able to be as accurate as he wanted to be.
Complete to the left. They make the tackle, but he's got a fresh set of downs, and it's 1st and goal from the 7. Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense. Now with a 1st and goal, let's see what Auburn's got cooking. From the gun. Wideout trying to get it in. Touchdown, Auburn! And they take it in for 6 more points. Starting to see some smiles on that sideline as they're close to a Week 10 victory.
Salt into wound, right? Late in the fourth quarter, you can run the football, run this game out. No, sir. I'm going to continue to pad my stats, find my receiver out wide, and get me another touchdown.
And he'll just take a knee in this. Start at the 25. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. To the air on first down. Spits it out to the back. Fires it incomplete.
Well, at this point, you're still trying to throw stuff up against the blackboard and see if it sticks. You're down by a lot of points, so why not try it, right? And give the offense credit. You know, you're not just going to run the football. You're not just going to take a knee and go.
And the pressure was too much. They get him at the 15. Timeout is called, and it's the defense wanting to make sure that everyone's on the same page for this big down. Now 3rd and long and trying to play catch-up in more ways than one after that earlier sack. Dropping back, it's Bowling. He's taking a deep shot late in the game. And they wanted it all on 3rd down, but now dealing with 4th down. Kentucky will be forced to punt. 3 and out and not much choice but to get rid of the ball. He'll take it on the return. Little pressure on the coverage team there, and they'll stop him at the 47-yard line. And Auburn is ready to go back to work on offense. What a feeling this has to be, David, in complete control and headed toward victory formation.
Yeah, no stress, under a couple minutes left in the ball game, well in hand. These are the ones, Jesse, you like to just run the clock, take a knee, whatever you want.
No doubt. They're going to love watching this game film, too. There's just so many positives to take away from this, and this is the kind of performance today that is really going to help this offense's confidence.
Pulls it on the bootleg fake. Unloads to the right. Finds his man. It's Thompson. Ball down at the 38-yard line and a big pickup of 15 yards there. Off the bootleg, looking to fire. Stands in and takes the hit. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers.
And how about this offense? They're not worried about the clock. They're not worried about the score. They're not worried about early and down. Still trying to execute their offense. Still trying to make big plays. And they've had a great day so far.
And back to the air on 2nd down. He'll take another shot here. The pass falls incomplete, and there are 8 seconds left.
And that's a good stop for this defense. And listen, there hasn't been a lot of positive today, but let's finish this game strong. I think that'll be the message from the defensive coordinator. Can we get a stop? Can we get them off the field? I know lots went wrong, but let's live in this moment and try.
Always a welcome play for the defense as they get a sack at the 47.